This is Charles and John, and Princess Frostbite is inside on the couch. We're at the tiny house, and we're going to go set up another deer blind today. We were using it as an outhouse, and we found a spring on our property. Brought my bow just in case something comes coming along, because you know that's always Murphy's Law is you're out doing something, you don't have your bow with you, and then all of a sudden there's a deer 4 feet from you. So we're gonna go get this set up and we'll show you what it looks like when it's done, and then maybe we'll stop by the deer stand and see how it fared after the storm we had last night. All right, be back soon. Okay guys, we got the other deer blind up. It's one of those pop-up dog blinds. Get you guys a good look at it. We have it overlooking a spring. I'll show you the spring in a minute. Let's just show you a little standard pop-up. I like this one because it has the mesh windows that can keep the bugs out. It's a 2-person blind. I got this on sale for $25 at Menards. You unzip it to open it up. Let's go inside. Got 2 chairs. And then you've got these little hooks. I don't know how well you can see in here with the light. So you can shoot out. Or you can unzip this. And you have a bigger Now it is a little difficult to draw a bow in here, but for rifle hunting, slingshots, a single person with a bow could work out pretty well. Or crossbow, or rifle, or anything for that matter. Here, John, why don't you get in so we can give them an idea how big it is.
And I'm actually going to be practicing some slingshot hunting today. I don't know what or if anything I will get. But just so you can see, if I were sitting in here and have something cross my path, let's go right out the window. I'm going to aim for that big tall tree right there. And probably miss because I'm being filmed. Right along the side of it. But you get the idea.
Let's go take a look at the spring. All right, I'm going to go film the spring if you want to hide out in here and keep your eye out for squirrels. Don't shoot me.
I won't.
All right. It was totally by chance that we discovered this spring. But it explains why there's been so many deer hanging around our property, irregardless of the fact of how much noise we make. You can even see in the leaves, it's kind of dampered down. People walk, well, animals walking down here. And there's part of the spring there. Break my neck, and it pops up a couple times throughout, just right along here. Found that the other day. We shined a flashlight in there. It looks like it goes back about 15 feet. I wonder who's living there. But as you can see, pops up in several places. You can actually see the water bubbling a little bit. That's a cool tree. That's insane. I think at one point in time, this creek bed was a flowing spring-fed creek. I know there's a lot of springs on this mountain. I know there's been a turkey that comes down here every day, twice a day, to get a drink. I would presume the deer come by here to get a drink. Tons of acorn trees. Our deer stand, tree stand is right over there. And the hunting blind is right over there. The dog blind. So it'll serve as a good spot to where if we're in the tree stand and it starts to rain and we don't want to sit up there in the rain, we can come over here, hop in there, and still hunt and stay dry. But this is what some of our property looks like that the tiny house isn't on. I know some of you guys were really interested in what our land looks like. And even on the top of the mountain, we still have some pretty high hills. Right now, at the very, very top of the mountain, like where our cabin is, we're at like almost 1,000 feet up. And this is probably, right now where I'm at, is probably at about 500 feet up from town. But it's a little ravine in the middle. There's a point and ridge over there, point and ridge over here, the point and ridge over here. And this spot right here has been a hot spot for wildlife. You got food, plenty of fallen timber that will work as shelter for the animals from the weather, constant supply of access of water, and good visual surveillance for the animals to make sure no predators are coming. Now the wind down here gets a little crazy, so it's pretty hard to hide your scent very well without taking a bath in deer piss. Let me see if I can find our stand. Oh, there it is. Up there. Now, it had one more rung of ladders to push it up higher. It would push it up to 17 foot. But being on the hillside, we just couldn't hoist the deer stand with all 4 legs on it. So we left one of them off and we were able to get it up. I'm going to say right now, the deer stand from the base of the tree is up probably about 13 feet. Excuse me. But that right there is actually our property edge. But I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, you got so much property, why are you hunting on the very edge of your property? I'm like, well, from the tree stand we have almost a 360. But they have to cut through this section of our property to get to the spring. So To me, that makes the most sense. Instead of covering more land, let's cover the land that they're using the most. And it makes sense to me. Alright, well, I'm going to go sit in a blind for a bit.